What is your God? Yes, you heard that right. I asked, what is your God? Merriam-Webster dictionary defines a god as a being or object that is worshipped as having more than neutral attributes and powers, specifically one controlling a particular aspect or part of reality. A person or thing of supreme value, such as a celebrity, movie star, or sports star. So I ask you today, again, what is your God? Our God is a gracious God and a loving God. He is also a jealous God, as we learn in Exodus chapter 20, verses 3 through 10. As Christians, we say we love God, but yet struggle to make it to His house once a week. Many of us haven't blown the dust off our Bibles since who knows when, and our prayer lives consist of blessing our meals and goodnight prayers when tucking in our little ones. If we aren't serving God, then who are we serving? You can't serve God and refuse to spend time with Him. Jesus tells us in Matthew 6:24, no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. So what's your God? Is it your job? Is it your hobbies? Is it entertainment? Is it social media? What consumes your time more than anything? What is the first thing you think of when you wake up and the last thing you think of before you fall asleep? That's your God. Pastors, if you change church services, schedules for sporting events, you're dancing with idolatry. The Israelites had life in the bag. They were given the promised land, milk and honey, wealth and abundance, the favor of God. All they had to do was worship God. But despite warning after warning, they continually sought after false gods. We read through the Bible in Judges, 2 Kings, 2 Chronicles, Ezra, Nehemiah, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentation, Ezekiel, and so on. We see how God's people failed to follow His number one command, and for it, forfeited the greatest blessings possible for curses. Therefore, we can look at them and say, how could they? But in the same breath, we run from Sunday service to our lazy boy so we don't miss our ball game or race. It's time we start putting God back at the center of everything. Put Him number one. Follow the first commandment. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Not sports stars, not pop stars, not mom and dad, not the kids, not your job, not your spouse. No other God before me. Put God first and watch Him bless everything else. Put God first today. Remember, Jesus loves you and I do too. God bless.